Oh my goodness. We are back once again. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for joining me for lunch today. I am indulging in a giant sub sandwich, which it seems like only the top of this has been cut. Oh, there we go. Looks like it's actually coming apart. All right. Thank you for joining me. We are here yet again for the July 13th lunch live stream where I eat lunch and talk about random stuff. It's kind of zen and the art of competitive eating style live stream. So I'm going to dig in with this giant sandwich. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Super delicious, but it was really crusty, like baguette bread. So a little bit hard to eat, but that's all right. I see we got a couple of people who have already joined. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Mason M says, "Hey Steve, hope you're having a good day." I'm doing pretty well, man. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I was planning on getting some Subway for lunch, but I was at the grocery store and saw they were selling these giant 2.5-pound sub sandwiches, and I was like, half the price for twice the food. Yeah, of course, I'm gonna get this instead. Super, super delicious. Well, I started these live streams because everything was locked down. It was really tough to go out and do a lot of eating challenges, food challenges, stuff like that. But even though things are starting to open up a little bit, it's still quite challenging to get out and do food challenges. I was able to publish that challenge over the weekend, so I hope folks got a chance to stop by and check out the Dick's Drive-In Hamburger Challenge that I published on Saturday. I had a lot of fun with that one. It was really, really delicious. It's been a long time since I've gone out and ordered just like a ton of food from a restaurant and ate it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Not a like official food challenge or anything. No free t-shirt, just bought a bunch of food and ate it. And you know, Dick's Drive-In is a great restaurant. It's a great place to go if you're ever in Seattle. It's just kind of fun to go to this like old school, like a 50s diner kind of drive-in kind of place and order a bunch of greasy food and eat it. So yeah, I hope people got a chance to see it. I hope they enjoyed it. I did record another challenge yesterday. So the Dick's Drive-In Challenge, I actually recorded it the weekend before last. So it took me like 6 days of fuffing around before I actually like got it all edited and recorded and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm thinking that that's probably going to be par for the course. I am pretty dang busy during the week nowadays, even though I'm not in school anymore for the summer. They're keeping me busy with work, so we'll see how things go. I do want to get back to like doing restaurant challenges on a semi-regular basis again, because like, you know, there's the homemade challenges, there's the eating contests, and there's the restaurant challenges. And really, those restaurant challenges are the ones that I think are the most fun. Those are the, those are the eating challenges that got me interested in doing this stuff in the first place. And just because, like, you know, I think they're the most interesting. Like, it's cool to go places, to meet new people, to talk with restaurant owners, restaurateurs, stuff like that. And it's a lot more chill, you know? It's kind of stressful going to a contest and having two people right next to you, you know, bumping elbows with a couple of people who are trying to beat you. Like, it's stressful, man. It's a lot of work. Oh, my goodness. Got Tuna Shogun in the chat, says hi. How's it going, man? Man, I feel like my picture might be a little bit fuzzy. I hope the image quality isn't too bad for you guys. Maybe it's just that my eyes are going bad. I am definitely getting older, and I think sitting in front of a computer, staring at PC monitors all day probably doesn't help my eyesight one iota. On top of that, because of lockdown, I'm growing this giant mane of hair. It's just getting out of control. Getting some gray hair on the sides, a little bit of silver showing through. That's all right. Everybody ages. Hopefully I'm aging a little bit more gracefully than some other folks. I feel like even though I have celebrated quite a few birthdays, I've probably aged a little bit better than some other folks out there. Lonnie Ray says, how do you do these crazy food videos almost every day? Every day! Honestly, like, I'm not eating all that much on these live streams. I think that I work out a ton, so I'm definitely keeping calorie balance for most of these days. And I am cutting back on it, definitely. So if I was eating something like a 10,000 calorie meal every day, yeah, that would definitely be over the top. But if you break it down, I'm definitely not like eating a whole ton of calories. I am definitely like compressing my calories where I'm eating most of them for lunch, just because it's fun and goofy, and why not? And it is fun to like sit down and chow down on a whole ton of food. But yeah, honestly, it's just calorie balance, stuff like that. Woo! Yeah, so I am interested in getting back to doing eating challenges, or restaurant challenges in particular, as soon as possible. I have called around to a couple of restaurants in my area. I live right outside of Seattle. And unfortunately, even though a lot of restaurants are opening back up, most of them are on like limited staff. They're only doing like half the volume that they usually do. And even places that have food challenges on the regular menu, like they're just not able to handle doing a challenge right now. So I'm looking around at a couple of different places. Let me see. So one of the places that I'm looking at is this one, Flyers Old 666 Burger Challenge. If you look at this, it looks like a really delicious challenge, like a big, giant... Let me blow this up. Yeah, look at that. Big cheeseburger with lots of bacon on it. Read the description here. Let's see here. There are many beef burger patties stacked high, layered with cheese, bacon, fried eggs, and more. Including the side of fries, this is served with the entire meal weighs around 4.5 pounds. Like, that just looks absolutely delicious. And those fries look like they're nice and crispy, look like they don't screw around with their fries. If I click on the link to check their restaurant website, I think they might have it just on their regular menu. Scroll down. Oh, do they not have it? Oh, no. Maybe it was a page on their website somewhere around here talking about the... Nope, that's not the one. Yeah, I can't remember where I've seen it, but I believe they do have a page somewhere on their website portraying the challenge. And it just looks like it's a ton of fun. I know a couple of people who have done it before, and yeah, it looks like a delicious meal. It looks like one that would be really fun to do. One thing about it is a little bit out of the way. I'd have to go to Whidbey Island. Whidbey Island is a very strange place right outside of Seattle, so it is a bit of a drive to get there, but that's all right. One of those challenges that I think would be fun to do if I'm ever traveling around that particular area. I don't know, you guys will have to tell me, like, if you look at this big pile of food in front of this guy, I don't know who this guy is, but I guess he wanted to take on the challenge. Do you think you could eat something like that? Like, how long do you think it would take you to eat this hamburger with what looks like maybe 6 or 8 beef patties, a whole pile of bacon, got the entire farm on there? Oh my gosh. It is a burger challenge, and I have mentioned before that, like, I do a lot of burger challenges basically because there are a lot of burger challenges to do. They're not my favorite because they do tend to be just basically like a larger version of a regular hamburger. But I'm dying for any kind of eating challenge right now. Like, I'll take a typical old, hamburger eating challenge. Even if it is like that, just a giant pile of burgers. I should say a giant pile of burger patties. Let's see here. Even further north than that is this little town called Bellingham, Washington, where they've got a small clutch of challenges that I've done. They've got a crepe challenge, which is a team challenge where I think it's like 10 pounds of crepes with a couple of different sauces. You can do them sweet or savory, which I have done before. I did it with a guy contacted me and wanted to hook up and do this challenge. I'd never heard of him before, but I was glad to show up and do the challenge with him. I figured I could probably handle the thing by myself, but if somebody else wanted a hand with it, I was perfectly willing to help them out. But alongside that, they do have this other, like I said, another burger challenge. I do like this challenge because it does come with this giant stack of onion rings on top. Ooh, look at that, onion rings. Oh, cool. And they've actually got a like the official description in the picture here. Let's see if I can read this. 2 pounds of ground chuck steak served on our special toasted bun, which features 6 slices of American cheese, lettuce, tomato, and our special sweet relish and mayo. You cannot fit this burger in your mouth. I would recommend a fork and knife, or use your fingers. If you can eat it all in 20 minutes, including the 3+ pounds of steak fries, it's free, no charge, and the plate ain't... No charge. If the plate ain't clean, you better hand over the cash. Oh my gosh, that's kind of silly. I think that this one looks like it's going to be mostly fries. But again, I think it would be kind of cool to go there and check this out. As long as they're like nice, big, crispy steak fries. None of these like soggy, kind of mushy fries. Nothing like that. I mean, you see the burger in this picture. It does look like it is decked out with lots of ooey gooey goodness. So another thing is like, it does look like it's kind of a regular sized hamburger with a lot of stuff on the side. And I am definitely not opposed to that. I think that a food challenge is a food challenge. And if the fries are good, then I'm not going to complain about it. And like I said, onion rings. I don't know about you guys, onion rings, my number one side dish. I love onion rings. They're so good. I'd love to hear from you guys, like what you think the best side dish for a burger is, whether it's a side salad or onion rings or French fries, sweet potato fries, what's it going to be? I do like the fact that a lot of restaurants will put like a side salad on the menu, knowing that nobody's going to order it. And there's this really fascinating phenomenon where restaurants that put a side salad on a menu actually sell more French fries. It's a very, very strange phenomenon. Now let's see, this next one, which is actually in downtown Seattle, is a new one. I think I've mentioned it before. I can't remember if I've mentioned it before. This is one of the places that I've called and asked about. This is technically called a dessert challenge, or it's classified as a dessert challenge on foodchallenges.com. I don't know what a pierogi is. Maybe they're typically filled with savory or sweet stuff on the inside. But it does just look ridiculous. I mean, it looks like it's a big baked, bread thing full of stuff. Let's see. For this challenge, you must order one of their delicious giant-sized pierogies from their menu, which can be savory or sweet. There is a 1-hour time limit to finish the 6 3/4 pound pierogi, and winners receive the meal free, 2 $25 gift cards, and a spot on the Wall of Fame. Yeah. Raina Huang's video below for more details. You must schedule your challenge more than 48 hours in advance if you're interested in trying it yourself. Like I said, this is in downtown Seattle. So, oh my goodness, it is smack dab in downtown Seattle. Like, one of the worst places to go drive. Let's see. This is the kind of place in Seattle that, like, I might park like a half mile away and walk there. just because driving in that area is just a real pain in the neck. If you ever are in Seattle, Pike Place Market, really, really awesome place to go. All right, I'm going to stop screwing around. So you see downtown Seattle, so it is kind of a pain to get there. But if I did this challenge, I think it would be a lot of fun. It's the one that, like, I think if I look at everything that I haven't done around the Seattle area yet, it's kind of like the one that I do want to really try. I think that bite was mostly super chewy bread. I might be chewing on this one for a while, guys. So this, and I should say that, like, these are the challenges. This is a map of all the challenges in the area. So you can see most of them are burger challenges. You can tell by the little icon that they're burgers. But I've done almost all of these. So this is why I'm just like picking and choosing. Number 4 that I wanted to look at, Zippy Lulu's burger challenge. You might be sensing a theme here of the challenges that I haven't done yet. Most of them are, in fact, burger challenges. Because like I said, I tend to find them a little bit less interesting. Let me see here. Zippy's King Lulu Burger Challenge is... it seems like this very, very strange restaurant, which is kind of kitschy. Like, they have this really kid-friendly guy dancing around in a big king outfit every now and then. It's so strange. It seems like such a strange restaurant. But it's really playful. It's really, like, childish and kind of funny. I mean, with a name like Zippy Lulu, like, how can you think that it's going to be serious at all? One thing about this challenge is that you get this pile of food. Oh, no big picture. You know what? I'm going to see if I can find a decent picture of this challenge. But, like I said, it is a burger challenge. It comes with a lot of sides. The challenge doesn't have a set time limit specifically, but it does have a... what was I going to say? It does have... the conditions to win it is that you must beat the current record. And the current record could be something. I'm not actually sure what the current record is. So this is one of those places that I haven't called yet, but I do want to check out. Oh my goodness, look at this. I clicked on the link about the restaurant challenge on their website, and it says page not found. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Anyway, it does look like it is a giant burger. Maybe it's like a big burger with a smaller burger on top. Let me see here. Let's read the description. A large stack of multi-patty burger, side of french fries and onion rings. The challenge includes a milkshake. Everything weighs around 4.5 pounds. You must beat the current record, which is 6 minutes and 11 seconds as of 2015. Oh my goodness. So I would definitely want to call them to see what their current record is, see if it's something that I think I might be able to beat. I mean, 4.5 pounds in 6 minutes, I think that's certainly doable. I'd have to find some more details on that. It would be a challenge, though. I think that one would be quite a challenge for me to try to beat. Oh, and it does say that the meal is not free or discounted, so that is something to keep in mind. Ah. Let me catch up on some of these comments. Some comments in the chat. AJ, thank you for joining the stream, man. Good to see you, bud. It says, a sandwich? What a lunch-appropriate food. Great start to the week. Yeah, super healthy. Lots of uber ultra-processed lunch meats on some super tough processed bread. Oh, it's perfect. I love it. It's great. It's probably a little bit healthier than what I was eating yesterday. That is for sure. Smoothie Music says, hey Steve, how the sandwich, me dude? It's pretty good, man. Like I said, the bread is a little bit tough, so it is making it a little bit difficult to eat, but that's all right. I do prefer sandwiches with some like softer bread, which I know is kind of I don't know. It's definitely not the typical thing that you think of when you hear about it, like a French baguette. You usually think about like crusty, really chewy bread for a good French baguette, but I do like the softer bread. I am a Wonder Bread guy through and through. Frederic, thank you for joining the chat, man. This is my dude. My hair is looking like yours. I kind of like the longer look, Bruce Wayne style. Lol. Yeah, I was just talking about that. Like, I'm really showing off the receding hairline right now. My hair is probably cutting back a little bit further than it used to be, and it is getting out of control. Like, I've just got way too much hair on top of my head. Like, usually after I get my hair cut, I go when I take a shower, I go use like just like a little burp, just a little squirt of shampoo, and it does my hair just fine. But nowadays, I feel like I'm going through like a quarter of a cup of shampoo just every time, and it's still like I'm wondering if I'm getting enough. Oh my goodness! So I like if this keeps on going on for too much longer, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like on one hand, this might be like one of my last chances to really grow out my hair. Like, who am I kidding myself? I'm not getting any younger. I'll probably still be able to grow out my hair for a couple of years anyway. But I think that like I've been thinking about just like going bald, man, just shaving it, just getting rid of it. Like, it's kind of a pain. Smoothie Movement Music asks about the next contest, which is a great question. Unfortunately, Major League Eating is not doing any more contests for the rest of 2020. As far as I know, they took down the two contests that they were going to do in September. They were both going to be in New York, and New York is kind of a crap show right now. So I have no desire to travel to New York. I have no desire to travel to Los Angeles. I have no desire to travel to any like big city centers. Like, if they did a contest in the Midwest in some like small town, I would definitely be all over that. But I think traveling to city centers right now, I'm something that I'm not super interested in. Like, even going to downtown Seattle, like, I'm kind of sketchy on. Like, I just don't think it's a great idea. But yeah, Major League Eating, like I said, George Shea announced that they're canceling. Well, I don't know if they've canceled all of their contests or if all the contests have been canceled. Because basically, all of these MLE contests, the Major League Eating contests, typically coincide with some other like festival or fair or something else that's going on. And I know a lot of those have been canceled. A lot of those have been shut down. So I don't have anything on my calendar for contests, man. It's a real drag that I didn't get to go to do the July 4th Major League Eating contest. I was looking forward to that for months and months and months, and then COVID-19 shut everything down. I was like, that's crummy. But anyway. So the Major League Eating website does have exactly 0 contests for the rest of 2020. I believe they do have something up. Let's actually check. MajorLeagueEating.com. See what's going on here. Contests. So for folks that are not aware, you can go to MajorLeagueEating.com and sign up for any contest. Yes, the 11th annual World Poutine Eating Contest with a date. No date specified. Date TBD. Registration for this event will be opened at a time to be determined. I expect this thing is going to get canceled. Oh, and it is even in Toronto, and I don't even know if I can travel to Canada right now. Borders are closed, basically. Like, borders are closed to travel right now. So I think that if I was going to travel to do a contest in Toronto, I would have to travel there like weeks in advance and then stay in quarantine for several weeks before I'd actually be able to do something. So I don't think, yeah. Pardon me. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more contests the rest of the year. AJ asks about if it isn't MLE operating, are you able to do regular food challenges and not bound by the contract of exclusivity? Yeah, the MLE exclusivity contract is only specifically for contests. So if I do like restaurant food challenges and stuff like that, then that's all free game. It's specifically that I can't do other contests with like money on the line, basically, is what it's all about. So I won't be doing any more contests this year, but like I said, I do want to get back to doing restaurant challenges as soon as possible. And like I just said, there are a bunch of challenges around my area that I can still do. I'm still interested in traveling to other places around the United States as soon as that's possible. Even if I can't fly somewhere, I can drive to Eastern Washington. There's a ton of challenges. I have done 0 challenges in Spokane, Washington, I've only done a couple of challenges in Idaho, for example, in Boise, Idaho. Never done any of the challenges around the Coeur d'Alene, Idaho area. So I've still got lots of options open to me as soon as I'm able to like get the time to do a little bit of traveling. Ah. Mm. Well, I'm not sure how much more of the sandwich I can actually eat. Kind of a jaw workout. This is the kind of thing that's probably really great for training for eating contests and stuff like that. Really gets you a strong jaw. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this lunch. It's always cool to hang out with you guys. I'm still planning on doing this 3 times a week. I'm trying to like keep the content flowing, basically. I would like to do a little bit more of the pre-recorded stuff since I know that's what a lot of you guys like. So do look forward to some more stuff being published on the channels. I'm going to aim for doing one pre-recorded challenge at least once every week to 2 weeks. Hopefully there's not going to be a gap any larger than the 2 weeks between like actual published videos. Until then, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'll be back on Wednesday afternoon for yet another lunch, so look forward to that. Peace out. You guys have a good one. Stay safe. All those good things.